Sent to the future from the year 2000 by a glitch due to the Millennium Bug, I'm adapting to thrive in the peculiar conditions of the 2020s. Join me in a multimedia extravaganza as we surf the World Wide Web, catch up on 2 decades of video games and mess around with creative tools new and old. I'm Millennium Cyborg, welcome to the new millennium. And this is the 3rd episode of Futuristic Racing Fridays. And I have not yet managed to get PS1 and, well, PS1 games that I want to run on real hardware running with, running off hard drive, which would make it a lot easier. The world of emulating stuff off flash media on real consoles is very confusing. There's like 2 or 3 different layers of loaders involved, and it's kind of almost working but not quite, so it's still going to happen, but I'm sorting it out. So we're on my fallback plan, which was straight into more N64 games, and today we're going to start with Hydro Thunder. Here we are. So where possible I'm using real cartridges, but I don't think I've ever seen a real cartridge of Hydro Thunder. I don't know if it's rare or anything, but we're playing the N64 version. I think I'll also play the Dreamcast version when we get around to when we have a good way of playing Dreamcast games set up. This is not necessarily the better version. And I've given it a brief go. Let's see, how are our volume level? It's looking pretty quiet. Let's see how that treats us.
Hydro Thunder!
Undeniably a futuristic racing game, but not your usual anti-gravity type. Let's see how we do for configuration. Alright, so we can swap accelerate and boost. Don't really have an opinion on that one. No, you know what? I do have an opinion on that one. It's easier to keep a hold of the Z trigger, I think. The rumble pack isn't highlighting. I swap one in. Is it? That's interesting. I've never seen configurable rumble amounts per game element before. Okay. Fine.
Choose your track.
So we've got to start going through the easy tracks before we get to do the more difficult ones. Bring the mic a bit closer. These all look cool, but this one really appeals to me. We've got to be in the top 3 in each of these races.
2, 1, go, go, go! Superstar.
So as far as I could tell, this game is really, at least on the easier tracks, it's really about keeping your booster gauge filled up and trying to keep boosting the entire time. and your vehicle transforms when it's out of boost, and when it gets boost again. That's a bit loud now. I'm gonna make it a bit quieter again. Slightly annoying that it keeps, like, I use up my boost all the time, so I'm hearing a lot of beeping. And then on tracks that have multiple laps, if you... Oops, oh, I missed that one. If you use up a boost on one lap, it's no longer available on the next lap. I have no idea how you get that one.
Time extended.
Also, you can take out other competitors if you're boosting when you run into them. Which I would demonstrate if I managed to hit one. Where's the music? Right, got that one.
Keep your eyes open. Time extended. Best time so far. Fourth place.
The feeling of speed is not particularly impressive on these early levels, at least.
Wait. Finish line, dead ahead.
I quite like the boat designs.
Second place. Great time. You play.
Alright, we got second place, which is good enough. Right, bear with me a moment. And if I think I when I practiced like last week or sometime, I suddenly got past the first three insert control pack. Warning, saving word, save game.
Choose your track.
Yep, that'll do. Let's do this one next.
Circle. Choose your boat. Damn the torpedoes.
There's definitely music on the course select screen.
3, 2, 1, go, go, go! Superstar. Get that power up. Booster deployed.
I think there is music. It's just all I'm hearing is motor noises. Right, here we go. Music all the way, sound effects down quite a bit. But it's very quiet for the sound effect, but I'll see what because the motor noises are so loud. I'll bump it up again if it makes sense after the race.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, that's definitely too quiet for the sound effects. Maybe next race we'll get it just right. Got that one. Oh, couldn't quite steer into that one. This is fun. We've got some nice reflective ice. That's the point. How are they doing the reflections? Can I easily tell that it's a screen space reflection? It's not reflecting the full level. I think just the environment and then, well, not sure. That boat also went on the ramp, big one. Hello? What happened to the music? Interesting. We couldn't hear the music while we were in the tunnel. Oh, well, we didn't do good enough this time. Only 5th place. Also realised I forgot to time myself. Start a timer. Make sure I lay enough. This is... I mean, the swapping between the rumble pack and the controller pack was always a really annoying thing to manage. Slightly better when there were, you know, 2-in-1 memory pack and rumble pack combos with the switch that you switch between the two from third parties, but even then, if I remember right, I didn't have one, but I tried a friend at one point and it wasn't a very good rumble pack. Hey Ren. Alright, we didn't do... Okay, first of all, let's try and balance the audio correctly again. Honestly, I mean, I wasn't that into the music either, so... And let's try to get 3rd place at least on this one before we go back to the Arctic Circle.
Choose your boat.
Maybe I should try a different boat.
Way. 3, 2, 1, go, go, go!
Alright, that seems a bit better in terms of audio levels. Right, so I missed that one, but I've got a chance of picking it up next lap because this track has several laps. as well, although if I miss all of them, I'm not going to do very well. Maybe this boat control is better and I was foolish to choose purely based on appearance.
Time extended. Lap to go. 5th place.
Yeah, some of these I'm not even sure how to...
4th place.
Yeah, okay, we've got to get that.
4th place.
Got it.
Third deployed.
I'll leave that one for the last lap. There's no lap indicator. Just an interesting choice.
Third deployed. Time extended. Final lap.
Yeah, no idea how you get that one.
Third place. Second place. Fourth place.
Oh, that's good. Almost missed it.
Third deployed.
Gotta stay in at least third place. That'll do.
Choose Lost Island.
No. No, back.
Choose your boat.
I was just mashing A to get past the save prompts. Right.
Choose your
Let's try sticking to the midway.
way. 3, 2, 1, go, go, go!
So this is probably not going to end up very high in my ranking, but it's not. It's a fairly inoffensive game.
Third deployed. Booster is getting low. Time extended.
Apparently, it was originally an arcade game. I mean, I wonder if MAME would run the arcade version, because I can imagine the arcade version, you know, running at full resolution and full frame rate. It'd be a lot more fun.
Third deployed.
Right, that's a real reflection, or at least it's a mirrored polygonal model. There's no reflection of the boats, so it's just the sky and a few bits of environmental polygons are mirrored. Looks good.
Time extended.
Yeah, I feel like this particular vehicle controls more to my taste.
5th place.
That's weird. So that it's playing these sparkle noises inside the cave instead of the music.
Time extended. 4th place.
The beeping when you're low on boost is quite annoying. I mean, I guess I could... Oh, there's probably a shortcut through that boat. I do like some shortcuts.
Place. Second place. Tight turn ahead. Finish line, dead ahead.
Alright, let's not lose second place.
Great time.
Just don't know whether to tell it to save.
Choose your track.
Right. Whether to bother saving or not swap it in each time. Alright. Okay, I have to press left to select the next track on these ones.
3 aisles. Choose your boat.
Interesting that, like, presumably I'm at a disadvantage if I pick an easy boat. Oh, these all look very cool. Yeah, high point of the game for me is the boat designs. I'm very into all of these.
Three, two, one, go, go, go!
I'm gonna keep playing because they said there would be a minimum amount of time I'd play each game, but I've made up my mind now that I want to try and see what the the Dreamcast version and I'm very curious about the arcade release now.
Time extended.
Ah,
Time extended.
destroyed the Greek police boat.
So far.
Whoa. Yeah, and the way that the boats transform when they have
Time extended.
boost available. Also very much my thing. This music though just doesn't feel right.
Time extended. Best time so far.
I see clear evidence of alternate paths. But I'd have to play the game some more to properly discover them.
Time extended. Best
And
so far.
all of the, like, we've seen multiple times, the boosts are sometimes in mid-air in ways I can't quite
Booster deployed.
figure out how you're supposed to reach. I'm kind of into the course designs. Oh, this is cool.
Booster deployed.
Whee! Oh, fourth place. Well, we're not going to progress to beyond these 3 courses anyway. Quickly, let's swap in the memory pack and see if it... Oh, wow. Okay, so if we swap in the memory pack at the right point, it won't nag us with 3 separate screens full of nonsense to click past. Well, I guess we'll just try each of the boats.
Three, two, one, go, go, go!
Oh, this one's like a drag race turned into a boat.
Start. Get that power up. Booster deployed. Booster is getting low. Get that power up. Booster time extended. You are in direct violation of Utah Safety Ordinance number 27429er. Pull your boat over and put your hands on the hull. One part of pull over if you not understand. Time extended.
Does the police boat do anything? It's got its own marker on the UI when it's behind you. I keep missing all of these boosts. But I mean, last time I just bumped into it and I don't even have the boost on, and when I bump into other boats, they just seem to bounce off me. So right, that is clearly a shortcut. All right. Always got to look under the waterfalls. Oh, just missed.
Time extended. Best time so far. Booster deployed. Time extended. Hey, who invited these guys?
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Beetle Adventure Racing. But somehow less. Somehow a bit slower and less exciting. I don't think we can classify Beetle Adventure Racing as futuristic, but all right. I'm gonna call it there. We might have done just a bit less than 20 minutes, but I have the measure of this game. Sure. Oh, sure. I'll insert control pack. Let's save my last set of progress. There we go. All right. How are we doing then? Today's stream, Game 1, Hydro Thunder. I think this definitely goes around Aero Gauge. I think I had more fun with Aero Gauge, to be honest. And that's not a huge condemnation of this version of this game. It's that there was something weirdly fun about Aero Gauge. I would rather play this than Scars though, so it'll go in between these two. Wait, get back up there. There we are. I figured out how to get this number to work automatically with a quick formula. So what are we saying? Futuristic? Yeah, sure. Racer? Sure. Kick-ass music? No, like really not. Any drifting? Not really. Like, I might have missed something in the controls, but I didn't feel like I needed any drifting either. Yeah. I mean, there is a break. Maybe later, but anti-grav, no. Weapons, no. Shortcuts, yes. And we're gonna say we're going to try Dreamcast and a both. I feel like the other versions will be potentially better. Next up, all right. This one, this next one is going to be to update the stream category and then oops, update this right here. Oh, this game. This game is in danger of landing right at the top of my list. Originally, when I got it, I was into it, but I thought it was quite tough. I didn't get very far with it. Booting it up more recently, I've found it just tickles my brain in just the right way somehow, even though I'm not going to say I'm very good at it. This is Extreme G. Has it loaded my game save? Oh, I'm in the middle of something. Well, let's play from the beginning of a circuit, like of contest. We're playing. I think it's fair to start right at the beginning, since that's what I did with the other ones. This time I'm going to time myself to make sure I don't spend too long playing it. No, what I can't remember is what I ended up preferring as my vehicle, because the stats are pretty different. Grimace is not too bad. I tend to try to go for something quite balanced, especially when I'm not very good at the game. But the stats on all of these are very, very unbalanced. Let's start with Grimace. So the first thing that hits me with this game is just the music. I think I've played this on stream before, not as part of this series, but just some random N64 stream. Ah, the music. It's great. Like, I don't even know if I would listen to this outside the context of the game, but within the context of the game really makes you want to keep driving. The feel of the driving is I think it was a bit weird to me at first, but it's quite smooth once you get used to it. Oh yes, this feels very fast. It's very smooth frame rate for the most part when there's not too much going on. I remember back when this came out, I read in some gaming magazine that they boasted they had to tone down the speed of the game because it was just too much for humans to handle, which, you know, I don't make much of that. That doesn't mean much, right? Any game you could crank up the speed to more than what a human could handle, but they were certainly emphasizing the speed of the game as a core feature. So I think different, I can't remember if it's in this game or the next one, but you've got a built-in weapon that you can recharge as well as pickups. And the weapons are kind of fun. Many of them are not that easy to use effectively all the time. They've got character, let's say. And if you get caught in the explosions, you can slow yourself down as well. So the sort of red smoke there was a, oops, that's a boost, just a boost pad style thing. There's also a pickup that's effectively a consumable boost. Yeah, that's one of the reasons this is one of my favorite racing games. It's the music. And the sound of the vehicles is pretty good as well. Courses, like, visually aren't as good as, say, my favorite. It's all not quite as crisp as Wipeout, for instance, but it's quite serviceable. I always enjoy having a tube that I can go up the sides of. That's a good futuristic racing game feature. But what really makes this, yeah, one of my favorites is the combination of the general audio landscape and music and the flow of the racing. I like a racing game where I'm just into the flow of it. Also, hi Bentai, I think I didn't say hi. Like I said, I'm not amazing at this game. I'm bumbling around, but compared to Wipeout, say, where bumping into the sides instantly slows you down massively, this one's very forgiving. So if I'm bumping into the side, I might end up missing a turn I want to take, or missing a jump, but I'm not slowing down that badly immediately. It's more of a gradual thing as I'm grinding. Right, and oh yeah, we've got also consumable boost. There's like 3 different kinds of boosts. There's the ones that you get 3 of the race, there's the boost pads, and then there's the sort of flame weapon boost. Playing a bunch of futuristic racing games in a row, you really completely forget the timing for the boost starts, you know, getting like, oh, is it right on one, or is it... The timing's always slightly different. This is the, I don't know, oh no, that's the homing missile. What's the F weapon is the other flame boost, or flame exhaust. Look at that. That's speed. Ow. That's not speed. That's running straight into a lamp pole. I would love to see a modern Extreme G or a remake of this original Extreme G for modern systems. Does this game have drifting? I need to keep that in mind now every time. So how do I can press B to brake. I don't remember using drifting. Again, it's not a game where you really need it. Oh, you can brake really quickly if you hold down the B button. It's quite fun dropping a bunch of missiles right at someone right in front of you. Oh, I think we're being sent to the scrapyard. We did not make it. Rip. Just gonna keep going as if we succeeded, because I've got the other tracks unlocked. Is this the same? No, it's a different track, right? Oh, no, it's the same one. Let's see if I can do. practice mode. There can't only be 4 tracks, surely. Where does this start us? Thought I remembered more tracks than that. So that's the desert one. That's the city one. What was this one? We've not seen this one. Oh, there we are. Okay, no, each zone has multiple different tracks in it. That's more like it. Let's do this track. I remember finding this one interesting. And let's try. There's some that have really bad acceleration on paper, but this one has bad turning. Mame seems like it has bad shield. I'm always quite wary of ones that have bad acceleration because they tend to bump into things a lot. Bad start. Another excellent track, music-wise. Yeah, that's not something I mentioned on my list of scoring criteria, made up as they are, but oh, this one has some much tougher sections. I like when tracks or areas have their own dedicated music tracks, like they do in F-Zero. I mean, the music in Wipeout is great, but it's at least in the ones I've played so far, it's just random what song you get from the soundtrack for a given track. So this, wow, I'm really getting beaten up. Yeah, so this vehicle has a different basic weapon. And this track has at least one shortcut. Oh wow, yeah, this is one I have to take more seriously. But I think it's quite a cool track, right? You don't get many underground tracks with this kind of visual design in these sorts of games. Oh, we got the shortcut. Try boost. For the most part, you also can't just go flying off the track like you do in F-Zero. get a homing missile. Because I'm not good at aiming regular missiles. How are we doing for time? I'm going to move on to the next game. If there's a track listing, well, there's I think there's CD releases of the soundtracks. Like I've got them on one of my hard drives somewhere, I think, or rips of them. What am I doing? And of the subsequent games as well. So, how are you rating Extreme G? Do I like this better than F-Zero X? I mean, I did also really enjoy F-Zero X, but this game is comfort food to me in a way that it's not quite the same feeling, but I think I want to put it above F-Zero X. And I think one of the Wipeout remakes might be able to dethrone it, but why did it be like this? Why did it taste like that? Try again. There we go. Futuristic, yes. Racer, yes. Kick-ass music, yes, yes, yes. Drifting, I think not. Anti-grav, not actually. Weapons, yes. Shortcuts, yes. And for some reason the theming isn't sticking. There we go. I don't know what else to say. I've just been, playing it on and off. And I'm always happy to go back into it. We'll see if something else can dethrone it. We're going on to Extreme G2, which back in the day, Extreme G2. Okay, there it is. It wasn't showing up in the Twitch drop down. Back in the day, I thought I liked Extreme G2 more. But I didn't. I guess I had an easier time getting into Extreme G2 back in the day. But these days, actually, I've not picked up Extreme G2 as recently, but I think it will not rank as good, although it's still a good game. Right. Let's see. Gameplay you don't know. I'd accept it's not everyone's cup of tea. It's a bit unusual compared to, say, your F-Zeros and Wipeout, but it really hits for me. So they've improved the menus, I'd say, in the second one. It's music still good. These are hard to read. Was there a way? Yeah, there we go. CO Max. Well, this seems good on paper. That was the wrong button. Wow. Okay, I said they improved the menus. I'm no longer. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I was going to enter my name. This is a cool effect. I'll say that much. The like the smoke coming off the magnified version of the letter and all that. But in terms of efficient use of the screen space, not quite there. No. No. Help. There we go. Right, I remembered to change the game name in the 2 different places.
3, 2, 1, go.
The controls feel more responsive.
Mortar.
We've got multiple paths. Cool effect on the boost. Oops. I'm using up the this end, so maybe they're nitros. I'm messing up badly in terms of actually steering. Yeah, it's interesting. Maybe it's just a different vehicle, but feels both more and less sensitive. Where I can't quite explain, like the calibration as I push the stick, different amounts is different. Like I can do a tight turn without braking. Although I'm just messing around with the brakes. It's got a little camera for the rocket that I fired backwards that's going along the track. But paying attention to that camera is a bad idea.
Multiple missile.
That's annoying. I'm kind of stuck. Help. So this game was sponsored by Storm watches or timers or whatever. You've got some diesel ads, few real world brands doing advertising. Presumably if you grab this game... Oh yeah, I should say this game is also available on Steam, I think. Not Extreme G1, but only Extreme G2, and it's just a port, and I think I gave it a go and didn't find it particularly playable compared to the N64 version.
Third place. Three, two, one, go.
I like the visual design of this area. The music is pleasant, but it's not hitting as hard for me as the music in the first game. I can go up the sides of the tube. That's good. Love to see that. I feel like I'm playing really terribly with this particular... Whoa. This particular driver. So I'll swap to another one when we get a game over, basically. No. Certainly I feel more punished for hitting the sides than the previous game.
Rear fire rocket. Multiple missile.
That's a lot of missiles. Feel I'm in first place, so I kind of don't want to quit out, but also and also I have to keep going to unlock more tracks, otherwise we'll be retreading existing ground. But I want to try a different vehicle. That always gets me. That turn. If I told you this was the first game and the previous one was the sequel, you'd believe it. Interesting. I think, yeah, I mean... the UI and the graphics are a touch more refined in this one, but Can I get back into other tracks? Let's see. The gameplay looks less polished. Yeah. Right, I'm not sure what arcade mode is. This is the track we've not seen yet. Oh, again, they're areas. We've only unlocked one. That's a lot of tracks overall. If there's multiple tracks or variations of tracks and all of those different areas. Let's try Grimace. See how Grimace handles. Arcade. Track record 0. Is this a destroy enemy sort of track?
1. Go.
Oh wow, there's Alright, are we destroying these little drones? Okay.
Nitro.
That's a fun mode. Frame rate's a bit rough. So I think Extreme G1 was N64 exclusive and then Extreme G2 was on multiple platforms. I'm not sure which other platforms other than PC, which... Playing a PC game of that vintage is always tough anyway. I might investigate. I don't remember. Again, the music's pleasant enough, but it doesn't hit the way the music from the first game did. I'd say this... Does this control better for me? Hard to tell. This track is a lot narrower. What's the end condition here? So we've got waves. Score increases when we destroy enemies. The game normally has a lap counter, but it's not visible here. Oh, we are at risk of taking damage and dying from the enemy? Is that the lost condition? I guess we had to take that ramp.
Multiple missile. Multiple missile.
Okay, well, I'm going to take a short break and we will be right back. Didn't notice my mic was muted. What? No, go. Yes, I am back. I want to... What? Interesting. I want to give the race another go. Let's stick with Grimace. And do a bit better. Finish.
3, 2, 1, go.
A bit closer to first place. Make our way to some later tracks. Well, this is not a good start, is it? Kind of bumping around pretty wildly. I wonder if we can catch up. The frame rate is not having a good time there. Wow. I have the expansion pack and everything. I'm doing the best I can. Ugh. 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 Come on. Give me something, game. Give me something to work with. Make it worth nudging you up the rankings a bit. As it stands.
3, 2, 1, go.
Not having a great time, to be honest. I remember liking this game.
Motor.
Right, this one, Wraith. Controlled reasonably. In my memory, I had a pretty decent time with the N64 version and a pretty rough time when I tried the PC version.
Motor.
But the PC version cannot possibly run this rough. So this might be another case where I have to look at other versions, rank them independently. By the way, I'm kind of running out of things that are definitely a futuristic racer for the N64. And there is one that is one notable exception. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. Ow. I was thinking I might do give that an episode of its own or something, because I want to directly compare the PC and N64 versions of that. The reason being that the controls are so different. The PC version you can control with the mouse, and it's already quite a unique game to control in the first place. And also the N64 had, I think it might have been a secret mode where you could control it with two N64 sticks at once, two pads at once, one stick in each hand. And I want to try that as well. I don't currently have two N64 sticks in good working order. I just have the one that I carefully, well,
Second place.
alright, did better that time. The one I'm using is an original N64 pad that I opened up. I opened up the joystick, cleaned out all of the plastic dust from where it had been, you know, ground up against itself over the years.
1. Go.
I also added some grease to help it not squeak as much and to move more smoothly. And compared to kind of modern N64 controllers and things you can get, I found this is the option that controls the best for me. It feels the best. I also have one N64 pad that's been modded with a GameCube joystick. And that's alright, but it doesn't quite feel right to me. So, in conclusion, I've decided I need to do a lot of work before I do Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. I want to try all of the weird options for control and that, I mean, I remember that game fondly as well. It's that gets me once again. Yeah, it's an interesting one. It's got a very drifty feel. Oh, Aberdino, hello. Oh wow, actually did manage to drop off there. Starting very slowly. I'm going to spend one of my boosts to get back up to speed. I don't know why though, just like last time, I'm in first place. The AI does not seem to do well on this track, at least on easy difficulty. I play this, the further it drops in my estimation. The frame rate is just rough. It's hard to judge a turn when you're hitting a couple of frames a second. And I certainly don't feel relaxed and in a flow state the way I do for the first game. Alright, I've seen enough. Use more tunnels, more fog. Classic N64 graphics solutions. Stream G2. What are we thinking? I'm thinking I'm going to be generous and rank it just below Wipeout. -10. I think there's a lot more game here than Aero Gauge, and I had a good, like, I think if I put the time into it, I would learn to better control it and enjoy some of the latest tracks. That's partly based on my memories from back in the day. And, like, there's more of a game here than Aero Gauge. But it certainly did not impress for now. That's not. There we go. Selected the wrong thing. Like, I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt here, somewhat. Being very generous, but music was only so to me. This one, it was fine, but drifting, sort of, like, you don't really need to do a drift. Graph, no. Weapon, yes. Shortcuts, unknown, not really, not clear. Get the style right. Go. And this is another one where I gotta try the other versions. Alright. Well, I've got another weekend to try and get my PSX games working on real hardware. I wanna, because I don't know if I mentioned, I got myself a Negcon, which is a super interesting controller. I'd seen pictures of it. I thought it was just a really weird thing. Where what screen am I on? The Negcon is like super smooth, and it's got the whole middle section twists, and then it's got 2 analog buttons on really long springs, and then also some analog feeling shoulders. I really want to play some games with this thing. And I also have, you can't see these, but I'm pulling them up off my floor, a really weird pad called the AirPad, which is a tilt-based controller. I want to try some of these games with as well. But the Negcon is an explicitly supported control device for a bunch of the PS1, PS2 games I want to rank. So the PlayStation side of things is still in development. I also got my hands on an iToy and a copy of iToy Anti-Grav. I've not tried it yet. It looked stream safe from what I saw, so if it is, we could actually play it quite soon. And that's you kind of stand and I guess you twist to drive around the courses, or surf around the courses. That should be a fun one when I get that set up. So maybe PlayStation next time. Otherwise, my backup will probably be some more recent Steam stuff. There's a whole bunch on Steam. There's so many. It's a good time to be into futuristic racing games, really. There's a lot available. What else is there to say? Next week on Monday, we are doing more cover discs. On Friday, we are doing futuristic racing games again. And if everything goes well, I will be doing a collab with Neff on Thursday at my usual sort of streaming time. I will tweet when I have more details. She's going to be playing an FMV game, and I will be along for the ride. That should be fun. I'm looking forward to that. I don't know if we've even settled on a game yet, but yeah, that should be good. I'm also dangerously close to hitting affiliate. And I don't have plans. I need, you know, at least one emote. But we'll see. We'll see. and probably I want some kind of celebration as well. I need to think of something. But yes. Thank you so much for watching. It's time for me to go. If you, like me, have caught the Millennium Bug, make sure to watch the next stream. Find me elsewhere on the World Wide Web, clicking on the links below the video. I've been Millennium Cyborg. Keep that future vibe, and I'll see you in the world of tomorrow.